Hearing Stigmata, still available from Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California. Make sure you get that night car with a half number in the man from that night. You know, some restaurant in Central Florida. This is version 385. You just went to show Stomper. I'm taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your face. Okay. Okay. If you listen to if the shoes fit last night, yeah, I'm still on that tip, and as well as I don't know if you can see it here. The swelling, it's gone down. They had the cracked tooth. That if you follow me on the Twitter machine, on Facebook, or the other one, Instagram, you know I had this tooth removed, right? And I didn't expect, I had all my wisdom teeth taken out at the same time. They said, "Oh, it's going to be terrible. You're going to be laid up for 2 weeks." I went home one night, fucking woke up the next day, back to the gym, doing whatever. I didn't give a shit. This somehow, I don't know, you get older, the surgery gets difficult, which is making me rethink the wait until I can't walk hip replacement plan, but whatever. I trust no one right now. So the hip replacement is off the table. But anyway, let's go back a little bit. This is the show. I am Eugene S, your host, and we are here in the middle, sort of in the middle of Rocktober. And I need to catch you up to my present frame of mind. Okay, so I knew I had this procedure done. They said, "Look, you need to take antibiotics until Thursday because you got an infection there, and we're not going to take it out instead, right?" And there's this whole rigmarole about the tooth. First, we got to take out the cracked tooth, and then it has to heal, and then you have to come in, and then we sink the anchor for the crown, and you got to come back in 3 months later. And I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, all right, fuck." So I'm taking this antibiotic. Of course, it gives you the shits like a cannon, right? Because your body. So then I have to take probiotic with the antibiotic so that I'm not shitting my pants at jiu-jitsu, right? So then I finally go in, and there's a certain amount of dis-ease that comes from speaking the language poorly and somebody about to, do some surgery in your mouth. They give me the needle, the faces. And the last time I remember it happened in Poland, I kept trying to talk and eat afterward and just completely lacerated the inside of my mouth. They go, "No food for the rest of the day. Won't make that mistake again." So the guy gets in there and he looks and he's like, "God, your bone structure is strong enough we're just going to do it all today." And so, he injects me, everything is dead. It's like good California cocaine. My face is gone. I don't even know I have a face, right? And he's in there digging, and I feel something on my lips, like it's thread. So I go, "Oh, he's putting in the stitches." Well, it turns out he could do everything. He took out the tooth, he cut open the gum, took out the tooth, sank the anchor. I could feel it drilling into my head. I could smell it, and then he sewed the gum up back around it. I could feel as he, I felt like I was connected to a guitar as he, pulls it taut. And then the one weird thing is that the teeth are in the picture I put up on Instagram, the teeth are on the table next to me, and I go to pocket them. Everybody in the room flips the fuck out. I go, "What? I got my wisdom teeth at home too." And they're like, No, you can't take these." I go, "For what? They're mine." And he goes, "It's Spain. This is a risk of infection. You sick, you get to walking around with this." And I go, "Okay." He goes, "But you can take a picture now, And I was like, "Oh, okay." Of course, I couldn't really correctly voice my concern because my concern is that you're going to take my fucking biomass and you're gonna create a round of crimes, drop it at crime scenes, or you're gonna take my biomass and you're gonna clone me, or I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Listen. The creepiest thing about the outre sex appeal thing, right? Yeah. So me and a buddy are in the party had a railroad motif, right? And the woman's dutiful husband is he's kind of lurking in the background. He's just kind of lurking in the background, and usually we were very careful with our biomass. And after we left, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot my condom. My full condom. I don't leave my full condom there. You didn't be part of some fucking crime scene. Always take it with you, or you make sure you're the one who flushed it. It was, what, did you get yours? You say, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. So what was Warren doing with our used semen-filled condoms? You didn't think 7 minutes into the show we'd be talking about semen-filled condoms, did you? Surprise. So, and then I was having nightmares about the guy. What was this dutiful cook doing with the semen laden condoms? I don't know, but you always take your stuff with you. That's the rule. And I've been low key panicked. This is like I don't know, 15 years ago. I've been low key panicked since then. I don't know what this guy was a doctor. His wife was a realtor. He was a doctor. Who knows what he did with those semen-filled condoms? And so I like to take my stuff. They wouldn't let me take the teeth. I was like, all right, man. But now I'm have low grade paranoia. So if you could see in my mouth now, and just a big hole. Right? It's a big hole. So they say, well, we don't want you to swim. We don't do a hot tub. I go, oh, bro, we think the water's going to get in there. You're going to get infected. I go to saltwater pool, man. It's not, no, you can't. You can't. I go, oh, God. What about jujitsu? So now you can't go to jiu. How come all these health issues preclude me going to jujitsu or the gym? And then she says, don't spit. Can't spit either. So I'm supposed to swallow all this blood? I'm with a vampire? Now they give me instructions. They go, the good news is, because they sunk the anchor, you just have to come back in 3 months and they give you the little crown, and then, your name is Jake. You're out. Yeah. So I can't spit. And the only good part is they gave me a painkiller that I've never seen in America, a bomb-ass painkiller. Like, I took it last night to sleep around midnight, and I am still feeling the effects at this point now. I noticed, there you go, fuck cyclone. I noticed that it says on the instructions that I'm not supposed to take it more than 3 days. But fortunately, my Spanish language skills are dodgy. Is it three? Is meses month, isn't it? I get so confused. And they gave me a lot of them. And the total was like $1,100. You know, I priced this out in California before. It came to about $8,000. It didn't include the prescription drugs. The price is so good. I want to get all my teeth pulled out. What the fuck? If they're going to explode on this because of a little bit of teeth gritting stress, what harm is there going to be than me just taking them all out? Molars. I'm not a cow. You think I spent a lot of time eating carrots and apples? No. So anyway, so that was done. Took the pills, stumbled around in a stupor, and here I am. But I had completely forgotten about this new schedule with If the Shoes Fit. And last night we did If the Shoes Fit, and I finally had a chance to pin John Nash to the wall here. That's right. I failed to translate that section of the directions correctly. So now I'm addicted to some bomb-ass painkiller that I've never seen or heard of before in America. I wish I had it close by here, but I don't. I've got it hidden away because, it hurts. It hurts so much. I think I'll have to take another one. So I got the chance to pin John to the wall. And I was like, man, there's just been so much press written about this Ali Act and the Ali Act amendment. You just got to give me the stupid guy breakdown. So he starts talking, and his head is so deep in it, he doesn't realize that he's left the audience behind like 20 minutes ago. And I just go, look, is the Ali Act amendment good or bad for fighters? And he goes, oh, it's terrible. It's just, it might as well not even have an Ali Act if the Ali Act amendment is going to exist, because it undoes all the guarantees from the Ali Act. And go, finally, somebody who can explain to me as you've done the very simple, Reader's Digest version. But then he starts spelling it out, and it's like somebody once asked me, some guy, I can't even remember the scenario, but the question was about having sexual contact with somebody who was, I don't know, 300 pounds. And, as usual, I was in a group of young adult males who were like, ew, what? They go, oh, you can't have sex with someone. I go, hey, man, I'm attracted to the inner person. If that's truly the case, don't you think it's likely that at some point I might have met a 300-pound woman that was super fucking cool? Do you think there's no such thing as a 300-pound, super cool 300-pound woman? And they're like, ew, ew. I go, no, fuck that, bro. You're being an idiot here. When you get older, you'll appreciate stuff like this. And it's like, well, how did you get through it? How did you get through it? And I said, well, it wasn't too difficult, man, because it's got the prescription for the greatest possible exchange. I'm completely relaxed. Right? And she is completely happy. This is a pretty good start to things. I'm relaxed, she's happy. And the most, significant thing is that there's got to be an area of focus that gives you pleasure, regardless. And you hear some guys say, I'm a leg man, I'm a butt man. I'm like, whatever. I don't get them. I don't play favorites. As long as there's one, it could be somebody's mouth. It could be, maybe, she smells good, whatever. There's got to be one thing that you could focus on, like laser focus on. And that's the way you have a good day at the office. When my friend Mr. Marcus, the porn star, used to say, he described it as a good day at the office. That's how you do it. Right. So, so I'm in the show, I'm looking for that good day at the office. Like whatever the topics are, we're talking about Virginia Giuffre's, the excerpts from her book about being raped by Epstein and the whole coterie of billionaires that kind of came through the Epstein's island. We talk about, the Diddy thing. We talk about the possible commutation of sentences for Santa. We talk about a whole bunch of things, but each and every way I turned, it was like the most horrible dead end ever. And I actually, for the first time almost ever, or first time certainly in a long time, I ended the show depressed. And I'm like, God damn it. And so I go, okay, the Kosh is out in Paris doing some God knows what. I said, okay, well, you know what? Let me get some comedy going. I go, and then I'm trying to watch comedy, like, and I can't. And it's just like, if you knew, take Kevin Hart, for example. You know how much money I made off of Leonard Part 6, the worst movie of 1987? I made enough money to buy my first house in 1987. That and the Fear Power God spoken word compilation made me enough money that had $119,000 to buy a house. That's what it cost in 1987 in the worst neighborhood I could find, the best house I could find. All right. So if you knew, I spent 2 days on a beer commercial directed by the film director, Gus Van Sant. You look, why is Gus Van Sant there? Yeah, based on the checks I got for that commercial afterward, that's why Gus Van Sant was there. And this is like a head louse size involvement. If you look at Kevin Hart, if you knew how much money Kevin Hart made, you would never laugh at him again. Yeah, exactly. And no sides were, yeah, I mean, so Burr had it all. I had aspirations for him that he could have, like, he was 1970s blue collar Democrat. The guy had the sky's the limit. He could have run for office. I would have voted for him in a second. So dealing with real politics. And as usual, it's not the crime, it's the cover up. To it. The issue is that, you got to do something to bully your spirits. That's what I'm trying to get at. And because ultimately the dejection is at this point, I feel by proxy sorry. Like, I feel like this is the fucking world I gifted my kids. You hear the teenagers say, I never asked to be born. So, yeah, well, you make the best of it now that you're here. Most parents could say, I wanted to have kids and, they would be good people and they could, find their way in life and have great fulfilling existences. But they, this ethos that drives people to go, fuck you, I'm playing Riyadh. Fuck you, I'm doing whatever I want. It's like the grind of sandpaper against your soul day in and day out, and it exerts a deleterious effect on your well-being. So I feel I have certain feelings about this in regards to my kids. It's like, my first instinct was correct. My first instinct was to get a vasectomy in 1980, dispense with the possibility of offspring, because this world was a fucking toilet bowl. And I knew when I decided not to, I said, what if I'm wrong? I knew at that point I would have kids. My kids are making their way, they seem to be enjoying their lives, and but this is nothing there either. To Marty G, things are being fixed. In my mind, things are getting worse. But okay, whatever. Me and 8 other people who showed up to march yesterday. Did I show up to march? I did not. I'm not a joiner. In any case, that's it. I got nothing there positive to contribute. There were fights this weekend. Who gave a fuck? Rider sat on the stool to come out. 34-pound weight loss. Whatever, man. I can't put any money. Can't put any money or do anything that might give an inkling of any money going into the pockets of those fucking disgusting human beings that run that company. So there we are. 358, you just wrapped your soul stomper. Tuesday, we have no more disrespect. It's a Saturday deal now. Show up if you can. Recorded 2 Bad Boss briefs the other day, because Stephanie is going out of town, and I got the shows, so we're taking care of the next couple of weeks. All I have to deliver is my next decimal piece on war. I did a Ukrainian music magazine, did a big interview with me yesterday. I finished it, so that's done, and I can't get, the Holland Nuts shot, whatever, man. I can't think of anything else that I'm left out. So that's what's happening this week. This week is, the War Peace for Decibel, take off the Boonwell shows, come back alive, and then if things work, let's see the first show, it is Friday, Saturday. Oh wow, I might miss the next show. I'll let you know, depending on where I am. I mean, these are short drives. It's Italy, and maybe I'll get a decent hotel room. I'll take the computer with me, and I can do the show. Who knows? In any case, I think she's not quieted down. She's going to be sleeping. I'm just going to end the show. Look what you made me do! Don't die, don't die. We'll see. Be careful.
Thanks for joining us this week for yet another episode of the Show Stomper podcast, featuring your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Be sure to follow Eugene's weekly newsletter, which is a soaring hit at eugenesrobinson.substack.com. If you're still on Twitter, he's at Eugene S. Robinson. While you're at it, follow him on Insta at Mr. Sleep 3, that's the number 3. For more episodes of the show that seemingly never ends, go to showstomper.substack.com and become a subscriber today. Eventually, it will house all the Knuckle Up archives we can locate. We already have all the jiu-jitsu breakdowns for free. Check out Eugene on the Bad Boss Brief podcast every other Wednesday morning, as well as the If the Shoes Fit podcast. Pick up his memoir, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straight into Murderer's Row today, and be sure to leave him a much appreciated honest Amazon review. Hey, are you still there? I'm here too. This is me, June M. Williams, Eugene's producer. The show Stomper has been produced by Original Designs, owned and operated by me, June M. Williams. I provide Eugene with videography, original show graphics, motion graphics, show logos, podcast syndication, social media, and more. I can be reached at orijunels@gmail.com, spelled ORIJUNELS @gmail.com.